finest beer presents America's finest sports spectacle, the Roller Derby. Official figures prove that Blatz is the largest selling beer in Milwaukee and in all Wisconsin. So for quality, buy Blatz, Milwaukee's finest beer.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Roseville Avenue Armory in Newark, New Jersey. This is Joe Hassel speaking and greeting you on behalf of Ken Nidell. We're about to go into the 7th period with the score tied at New Jersey 10 and Philadelphia 10. This is the second game in the current series, with Philadelphia winning the first game, and of course it's anybody's game right at this particular moment. We're coming up for a very colorful phase in the roller derby, the changeover, and skating for New Jersey will be number 61, Bobby Burns. Number 68 will be Virginia Domster. They're coming on the track right now. Number 60 is Monta Jean Payne. Number 65 is Norma Rossner. And number 64 is Millie Bruno. That's the New Jersey team. They're wearing orange jerseys, black shoulders, white numbers. I'll give you that Philadelphia team after this jam, and here to bring you the action is Ken Nidell.
All right, up in front, moving in, Bobby Burns again. Burns has been used a lot out here tonight, offensively, by the Boston, New Jersey team. Followed by the blonde filly from Philly, Bobby Johnstone, and they rock and roll. Johnstone takes over the lead now. Number 61, Bobby Burns moves in there. 10 and 10, all tied up out here at the Roseville Armory, Roseville Avenue in Newark, New Jersey, where the series just got started last night between Philadelphia and the Boston, New Jersey team. A nice setup out here. All these seats are right on top of the track. Real chummy. 61 up in there now. Johnstone racks one up in there on little Bobby Burns as he took it. Burns is going to come up there and rock her. Down she went. Nice block. Burns through plenty of power in her. Not very big little gal, but man, she can go. She's rough. Hails from Chattanooga, Tennessee. 23 years of age. Nice looking little gal. Bobby comes in. You see her glance up at the clock? That's what we were talking about a little while ago. How the skaters watch that clock because they got to get in there. There's 45 seconds to go now. Burns got plenty of time. He's coming in on Johnstone, who he knocked out of the play a moment ago. Johnstone back in the blocking spot. Number 35, the captain of the Philadelphia team, blocks back Burns. Down goes Burns, the leading dance skater down, stops it up. No score in that one, and trainer Freddie Cohen steps over the track and lifts up in there. And Joe, I want to mention that we've received over 5,000 letters from our fans on our network telling us names and nicknames for the teams in the league, the 6 teams in the league. We told them that they could write to the home office, roller derby office, Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, and select a name, a nickname for their favorite team of the 6-team league. And over 5,000 letters have come in, and of course the winners are going to receive official roller derby skates, the same skates the champions use, as prizes. Now the contest ends January 1st, so anybody that hasn't sent in the nickname they want to select for their team, any one of the 6 teams in the league, they can still do it, provided they get their letter in the mail before January 1st. And, of course, they send it to Madison Square Garden, Roller Derby Office, New York City, New York.
Skating for Philadelphia is number 32, Betty Jo Harris. 33 is Laura Stoss. 35 is Captain Bobby Johnstone. 37 is Kay Verba. And 39 is Donna Jean Cox. Action down there. Here's Ken.
All right, up in front, moving in. Millie Bruno. Bruno on the loose now. Bruno moving in there, followed by Kay Verba. Verba, number 37, up in the lead for Philadelphia. Little Millie Bruno, local New Jersey girl, moves in there. She's the pride and joy out here. This gal has come a long way since her first race in roller derby action. Verba staggered into the rail. She was hit hard by this little gal, and she just could never get her momentum back to keep her on the track. And she scooted along and hit the rail, as you well see. Here she comes to play now. Bruno out there all alone. She's a lone jammer. She's a potential scorer coming in for the New Jersey team. If she passes any member of the Philadelphia team in the striped jersey, she would score. And coming up first to try to score, or the girl she's going to try to score over first, rather, is number 37, Verba, who she knocked into the rail a moment ago. Verba says, come on, see her use that right hand, and she blocks her. Bruno trying to get her on the outside now. Can't do it. Nice blocking by Verba. Verba slowing down on Millie Bruno. Bruno trying to get by there. Can't do it. Good defensive play on the part of Kay Verba. Verba's a big gal. You can see the difference in size between these two. Bruno is a little bit of a gal. Verba blocks her again. Plenty of time, but Bruno's having a lot of trouble, and she's in a rail. No score. 10 and 10 tied up out here in Newark, New Jersey.
Well, fans, you know how the roller derby goes. Just to refresh your memory again, the idea is to lap the opposition. If you pass 1 or 2, it's 1 point. 3 or 4, it's 2 points. If you pass 5, it's 5 points. Jam is 2 minutes. The length of it is 2 minutes. The maximum length, the skating period, is 15 minutes. That jam is over if the leading jam skater falls or leaves the track with both skates. In case of an official timeout, that jam ends. Or if the leading jam skater places his hands on his hips, or by penalties. Penalties are handed out for holding, illegal blocking, unnecessary roughness, and in cases of severe roughness and insubordination, a 5-minute penalty is handed out, and in case you get too tough, bing, you're out of the game. Just as simple as that. All right, that buzzer sends them on their way. Here's action, here's Ken.
All right, Billy Bruno has it again, and up comes Steve Verba. Well, these gals are about even on what they did to each other. With Bruno hit Verba so hard, she went on the rail, and then Verba come around and did the same thing to Millie, but now here they go again. Rock'em sock'em action on the big bank track. Down they both go. The jam has stopped up. The leading jam skaters down. Stop it up. 10-10 to score. And now Joe Hassel.
Well, you know, watching this makes me thirsty for a tall, cool glass of Blatz, Milwaukee's finest beer.
I'm from Milwaukee, and I ought to know. It's the same old story wherever you go. This is the tune you will always hear. Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer, 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 beer.
Victor McLaughlin says,
take it from me. Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer. I've lived there. I ought to know.
All right, we're ready for action here. The girls are skating around waiting for that buzzer to sound, which will send them on their way. Shot which you're looking at is as the skaters move into our cameras, which 2 of them which are set at the far turn, and they skate right into it and then skate away from it. All right, that buzzer tells them to get going, to get on their way. 8 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the 7th skating period, and the score, New Jersey 10, Philadelphia 10. Time for lots of roller derby yet. Time for lots of action, and you'll see it. On their way.
On the way and rolling, Bobby Johnstone. The bomb filly from Philly takes out. There she goes. Had a little trouble with the track a couple of times there. Just kind of straightened out again. They're rolling. Full speed ahead. There goes Jean Payne, the captain of the New Jersey team out there, and she's hit by Verba, hit hard. Then Verba takes one from Edie Branham, and Branham gets one right back. Man, how these gals can rock with those blocks. Now, this is the only known sport where men and women are placed on an equal basis, where you have an offense and a defense where blocking is concerned. There are other games when girls play men's rules, but not like in roller derby, because out here, and they've put it out. Those men in the infield now waiting for their turn to skate the next big period, the big period of the night, the last period, have all the confidence in the world in their teammates on this track because the girls' score is added with the fellas, and it's up to the gals of these 2 teams now to battle it out. They're doing it. There's Johnstone moving in. Bobby rolls down that straightaway now. That's how Bobby's built. Got slim hips and big shoulders. She throws that weight in there, brother. Something's got to give, and it's usually the other guy, or the other gal, I should say. Johnstone can rock. Here she comes now around the outside. Jean Payne hitting up on Johnstone, slowing her down. 30 seconds to go. Bobby Johnstone with a chance for 1-2 at fast corner. Passes one. Past Jean Payne, but now down she goes. Jean knocked her down with a beautiful block. No score on that one. Good defensive play on the part of Jean Payne. But a point was gained and a nice play by Johnstone to make the score 11-10, and Philadelphia in a seesaw battle goes out in front again over the New Jersey team.
That's what it's been all night, a very closely waged battle. Nobody has taken any great advantage. You always get the feeling that the explosions are about to start, that nobody is going to run away from anybody. And they seem to be saving themselves for that last-ditch effort, which is one of the big things in roller derby. In other words, it's a case of saving all your guns for that final blast. I'll never forget one night we had about 20 seconds left, and I had mentioned to Ken that I didn't think there was enough time for a score, and bing, before I could say something, players went down like 10 pins. One skater got around in those few seconds and racked up enough points to win the game and pull his team from behind out in front. All right, action on the track, Ken.
All right, Monagine Payne out on the loose, but right behind her, 3 members of Philadelphia. Monagine may try to outskate him, or she may cut it off. No, she cuts it off, stops it up. Placed her hands on her hips, which is a privilege of any leading jam skater, as Philadelphia broke loose from the blocking of the New Jersey team in the pack, and Monagine didn't have a chance. She stopped it up, playing heads up. There's a nice close-up of Monagine Payne. Well, you friends, don't forget 2 big meets right here in this eastern area. One going on right now at the 9th Regiment Armory over on 14th Street in Lower Manhattan, and good seats are available for tomorrow night and the big night, New Year's Eve, Saturday night. All you got to do is call Judson 64646. That's Judson 64646 right now. Remember, you Blatz fans, let's get with it and come out and see it over here in Newark, New Jersey at the Johnstone Armory. You can call that number, too. It's Humboldt 56494. Humboldt 56494. Call it right now in Newark, New Jersey. Here they go. Out of the jam, breaking away, number 67, Edie Branham. Branham moves in there. And number 35, Bobby Johnstone, moves in with her. Coming in there, too, is Doris Doss and Monagine Payne. Hey, look at that block. Down goes Doss, scooting along. Up with a nice block in there. Out Johnstone's out, number 2 to 1 by Edie Branham and Monagine Payne. Bobby Johnstone up in there now. Blocked back, slowed down by Monagine. Monagine blocking beautifully, leading Branham loose. Look at that blocking by Payne. Popular captain of the Boston, New Jersey team. A foul at Johnstone, slugging. Oh, look at Bobby cry. Here comes Branham moving in now. She is the one that can come in and do some damage here to the Philadelphia team, who's leading by 1 point, 11 to 10 over New Jersey. Branham coming in there. There's 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go in this skating period. And there's a minute down, 1 to go. 1 goes down. Betty Jo Harris was knocked down. Branham gained 1 point. Comes in trying to gain more. Doris Doss, a big gal. Back there to block out on Branham. Branham pass 2. Knocks Doss down. Foul on Branham. No. The jam is over. The leading jam skater being penalized. An illegal block on the part of Branham, but Branham gained 1 point by passing the fallen skater, Betty Jo Harris, and she did get the 1 point, but she fouled out. And the jam was stopped when the leading jam skater receives a penalty. And the score now, Joe, is tied up at 11-11.
You betcha. 11-4 New Jersey, 11-4 Philadelphia. And there's Edith, and she is really mad. But the official detected that one perfectly. She grabbed a hold of one of the girls and pulled her down. Of course, it's the old trick, just like in basketball. If you're jumping for a ball, it's a quick grab. You pull them down, you out-jump them, and that's what Edith was trying to do. She was trying to get the jump on the skater to pass. And when she hit Doss, she pulled her down. Not thinking that the officials would see that infraction. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to skate in the 7th period. Regulation time is 8 periods, as you know, but in case it's all tied up at the end of 8 periods, it goes into sudden death overtime, with the men and women alternating in 5-minute periods. And our first team to score is the winner. All right, there they go on what may well be the last jam of the 7th period, Ken.
All right, number 64, Millie Bruno of the New Jersey team breaks out. Bruno on the loose now. Dolores Doss of Philadelphia trying to follow in there, but Bobby Burns steps up in there and says, no, you're not going no place, so slow down here. Doss tries to get loose, and little Bobby Burns is after again, and little Millie Bruno is in the lead for the New Jersey Boston team. Number 64 just glanced over his shoulder to see what was happening, and she saw her teammates doing a good job in slowing down Philadelphia. Moving in now. Notice how number 62, Renee Randall, is slowing down the front of that pack. Randall is a stocky little gal who can block to the left as well as she can block to the right. Bruno hikes around. 45 down, a minute and 15 to go. Millie Bruno in the orange and black uniform for New Jersey. Pumping it up. That orange appears gray to us, but that is the uniform right there you're looking at. New Jersey. Minute down, 1 to go. Bruno coming in now with a chance for a 1, 2, or 5-pointer. If she passes 1 member of the striped jersey Philadelphia team, she'd gain 1 point. If she passed 3 members, she'd gain 2. If she could pass 5, the entire Philadelphia team, that's the best you can do. She'd gain 5 points. She's got 45 seconds to do it in. Clocking back nicely down. Number 34 slowing down in there. Gloria McLaughlin of Philadelphia slowing down Millie Bruno. Bruno having trouble. And Bruno is slowed down. Beautiful blocking in there by McLaughlin. Bruno tries hard. Lost a little time there with good defensive play and lost a lot of ground, too. 20 seconds to go now. Monagine Payne is dropping back to try to work on McCollum and try to get her teammate Bruno in there to break this tie. Bruno tries again. Gene Payne blocking. Down goes Bruno. And they rule a point, an illegal block on the part of McCullough. And now Silver Rich runs over there, Joe, and protests, but the point is good, 12-11. An illegal block, and you can explain that, Joe.
Well, actually, I would say that Millie Bruno had completely passed the girl. She got exactly in front of her. There was no doubt about it. And I think that on the basis of that, referee Ken Gurian made his call. Certainly, if I had been in the same spot, I would have given that 1 point to New Jersey. In other words, Silver is demonstrating with Elmer Anderson that they were all tangled, but as you saw it exactly as we saw it, that Millie Bruno was out in front, that Gloria McAuliffe was in the middle, and then the third skater was Gene Payne, and Gloria McAuliffe was definitely sandwiched in between them, and Millie Bruno definitely had passed before the point. All right, the score now is New Jersey 12, Philadelphia 11, and we're ready to go into the 8th and final period. Certainly, the roller derby has taken Newark the way Blatz Beer has taken Milwaukee.
Behold, Mysterioso Blatz, outstanding man of mystery. With nothing up his sleeves, you see, and now he has some bottle caps. He throws them up and thrice he claps. Down they come and spell out Blatz, a wondrous thing to see. And here he has upon the table a case of beer with a famous label. And now we'll see if he is able to make these bottles rise. The greatest feat of his career. He brings out not just any beer, but Blatz. This magic man is wise. Now we hear musicians tune and voices hum, and pretty soon there bursts upon us loud and clear that famous song of friendly cheer.
Oh, I'm from Milwaukee, and I ought to know it's the same old story wherever you go. This is the tune you will always hear. Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer.
All right, on the jam, little Frankie Bailey, number 65, local New Jersey boy, moving in there with number 37, Phil Rupp of the Philadelphia team. One member of each team on the jam, now moving in the package, roughing in the back there. The big period of the night, 12-11. New Jersey leading the Philadelphia team in another great battle out here at the Rossville Armory on Roseville Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. There they go, the pack is rolling. 37 up there now with Joe, or little Frankie Bailey, rather. He looks a lot like Joe Fiote. We call him once in a while Fiote. They're both New Jersey boys. They're both on the same team. Nice block in there by little Frank Bailey. Bailey takes over. Fiote's quite a bit bigger than Frankie Bailey. Frankie holds that lead down now. A minute down and one to go in this jam. On the inside comes the big guy, Phil Rupp. They're roughing in the pack. Rupp takes over the lead. Here's the pack. They're coming in about a quarter lap in the scoring zone. You'll see them. There they come. Moving in. Here they are. Two potential scorers moving in on the defensive part of the game. In the back end of the pack, here comes little Frank Bailey moving in now. The blocker back there to try to take care of his elbows. Anderson, the great coach of Philadelphia. Back there throwing up nicely is number 67. And it's Captain Johnny Carp of the New Jersey team. He's blocking Phil Rupp. Rupp is down. Leading jam skater down, stops it up. No score on that one. 12-11. And it's New Jersey leading the visiting Philadelphia team. Now, here's some flash information for the family people in the New York area and the New Jersey area. Sunday is family time for roller derby fans. A day when they can take the kiddies to a matinee game, both here in Newark, here at the Roseville Armory, and over in New York at the 9th Regiment Armory on 14th Street in Lower Manhattan. Sunday's games will start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No game Sunday night. And remember, all kiddies under 12 will be admitted for tax only when accompanied by their parents on the Sunday matinees here in Newark and also over in New York.
Skating for New Jersey, number 62 is Buddy Collins, 64 is Herbie Plump, 65 is Frank Bailey, 67 is Captain Johnny Carp, and 69 is John Lewis. For Philadelphia, 31 is George Vogt, 35 is Buddy Atkinson, 37 is Phil Rupp, 39 is Coach Elmer Anderson, and 40 is Speck Saunders, and being projected out in front is Buddy Atkinson, and here's Ken.
All right, whipped down is Buddy Atkinson, a 1-2-3 shot. Speck Saunders over the elbows, Anderson over to Buddy Atkinson, and Atkinson's on the loose. Atkinson in the candy stripe jersey for the Philadelphia team is moving in. Look at that action. Wow, what a block that was. Speck Saunders was rough with that one. And now, all four members of the New Jersey team are pulling away from the blocking of Philadelphia to pack. Look at him chase Buddy Atkinson. And this New Jersey team is rolling. Look at them go. 1, 2, 3. There's four of them. There they are. Up in front. Number 35, Buddy Atkinson, cut it off. He couldn't outskate four men in New Jersey, and the fans love it here. Look at the expression on the New Jersey fans as they really idolize their team. Joe, that was a nice play on the part of the New Jersey team that time.
Yes, it was. Of course, the Philadelphia team's defense kind of crumbled that time. They could have boxed Frank Bailey instead of trying to skate with the 4 New Jersey men who had broken away, thus making it tougher for Phil Rupp to try to score. They could have tried to box Frank Bailey and picked up a point, which would have tied it all up. All right, here we go again. Action on the pack. Ken.
All right, a double whip, a reverse whip. Speck Saunders over to George Vogt, and inside comes Buddy Atkinson again. When you don't do it the first time, well, you try again. And Buddy says, I'll go, and he's out. Speck Saunders, number 40 up there, number 62. Buddy Collins of the New Jersey team, breaking loose. Buddy moving after him. Look at him, look at him. Oh, he almost lost his balance, hit that rail. He missed it, though. Takes a lot of nerve to be a roller derby skater. Of course, they get big dough because they're in straight competition. 35 up in there now. Buddy Atkinson holding it down. Buddy Collins moving in after him. Buddy striding, trying to hold that lead down now. And Speck Saunders is controlling the front of the pack, slowing it down. Buddy's whistling now. He says, I'm coming, boys. Get something open up in there for me. Open that hole up. Here he comes. Buddy Atkinson moving in. Coming in. Elbow Anderson blocks up. 1 is blocked up. 2. He's past 3. 2 points. Beautiful play. 2 points racked up by Philadelphia's Buddy Atkinson. And look at Buddy hold his hand up, Joe. And there's the scoreboard. The complexion again changed. 13-12, Philadelphia out in front.
9 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the regulation time. Elmer Anderson that time doing a splendid job along with Atkinson. Buddy had to come whipping through there real quick to score because he was being tailed by a New Jersey player, and he had to come through there, pick up his points, cut the jam off, prevent New Jersey from looping through and also picking up a point. So Philadelphia is now on front 13-12, 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the game. Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out of this one. This is going to go right down to the wire. All right, Ken.
Weather sounds off and rolling. Phil Rupp, Philadelphia, white shoulder stripe, candy striped jersey, number 37 out there. Right behind him, moving in is Don Lewis of the New Jersey team. See him throw his hands at his hips and try to cut it off because Georgie Vogt, number 31, moves up there. 3 across the board now. 1, 2, 3, and New Jersey outnumbered 2-1. Lewis tried again. See him? He's down. He hit hard and jumps up like a jack in the box. He's out of the play. He tried hard to cut that one off. He couldn't do it. And these 2 Philadelphia boys are loose. Georgie Vogt without the helmet on, moving in there. Phil Rupp, 37, right behind him. No, Johnny Carp is flying. Look at him. Captain Johnny Carp. They call him the whirling dervish. He's rolling out there. He's giving it all. Man, oh man, how much can you give? Now Lewis going down on 2 members of the Philadelphia team. Both scores, and Rupp scores, and both cuts it off. 2 points gained by Philadelphia. 1 by Rupp and 1 by George Vogt. Vogt looked around, cut the jam off, pledging his hands at the zip line to leave the jam when he saw Johnny Carp moving up on there. Now, the score 15-12. Philadelphia leads Joe Hassel.
Well, Ken, I'd like to have $1 tonight for every television spectator who's sipping Blatz, Milwaukee's finest beer.
In Milwaukee, premium beer capital of America, Blatz is the largest selling beer because it's Milwaukee's finest beer.
There's no doubt about it. Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer. I lived in Milwaukee. I ought to know.
Take a tip from Brian Dunleavy. Try Blatz today.
There's 7 minutes and 18 seconds left in this game with Philadelphia leading 15-12. And you can be sure now that New Jersey will have to pull the stoppers out. 3 points is still a lot of points to pick up the way this Philadelphia team is skating. There's Philadelphia huddling, setting up their patterns. Harold Janowitz, number 34, is in there. 33, Bob Ventnor is also in there for Philadelphia. 40 is Speck Saunders. 35 is Buddy Atkinson. 39 is Elmer Anderson. 67 is Johnny Carp of New Jersey. 61, Sid Harnick. 60 is Big Carl Payne. 66 is Joe Fiore. All right, Ken.
All right, up in front. Bob Ventnor, number 33, moves off for the candy stripe Jersey, the Philadelphia team, and don't think this Philadelphia team isn't red hot. You New Jersey fans better come out and see your club. And they need some support with this team in here. This Philadelphia team is rough and tough. Mick Saunders up in there. Saunders taking over the lead now. Sid Harness with him. Number 35, Buddy Atkinson up in there. Blocking back on Big Moose Payne. Harness holds the lead down now. Harness in there. Right behind him, Speck Saunders. There's Johnny Clark, the captain of the New Jersey team, blocking back. Bob Fender, number 33, slowing him down. Leaving it up to Speck Saunders and to number 61, Sid Harness. Big, strong guy for the New Jersey team. Down goes number 33, Bob Fender. And now, Saunders is in a hit with a hard block. Down goes Speck Saunders. A beautiful leaping block in there by Sid Harness. Harness comes in now. The crowd is roaring. Harness moving in now, coming in the back of the pack. He's the only one who can score after knocking Speck Saunders out of the play. Elbows Anderson back to the block out. Anderson in there. Look at him block back. Harness tries to rough his way through there. Anderson, known to be one of the greatest blockers in the business, has given it to one of the best offensive men in the business. Harness being blocked by Anderson. Anderson slowing him down. 35 seconds to go, plenty of time. Anderson blocking hard and is getting elbows. Harness is giving him plenty of elbows. And Anderson's giving him plenty. Harness trying to get in there now. He's trying to get by Anderson. Anderson blocking it back, slowing him down. And coming up in there to cut it off is number 34. A beautiful play on the part of Janowitz. Janowitz came all the way around it to cut that one off, and Anderson did some of the greatest blocking seen in a long, long time on the track, Joe.
Well, I'll tell you one little cute trick there. Sid Harness, as the picture showed, what Harness did is he climbed up the back of Elmer Anderson and kept pounding Elmer on the top of the head with his elbows. So as soon as that jam had ended, Harness skated up in front of Anderson, pointed to both of his elbows, pointing to one and then the other, as to say, well, I called you elbows and I gave them to you. He really did too, didn't he? All right, that score hasn't changed. It's still Philadelphia 15, New Jersey 12. Elmer really took a beating that time on the head, but he was trying to gain a little swinging move so that he could go to work with his own elbows. Okay, Ken.
All right, out and rolling. Silver Rich up there. Score 15-12. Philadelphia leading. Rich in a stall game. Cut the jam off. Stopped it up. 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the game. Now, you friends in New York, don't forget the big series going on at the 9th Regiment Armory, 14th Street between 6th and 7th in Lower Manhattan. For reservations, call right now. Judson 64646. Judson 64646 in New York. Here they go now. Speck Saunders up in front. Speck bringing out beautifully. Moving in there. 3 minutes and 48 seconds. 47 seconds. Speck up in there now with Big Moose Payne. Cut off by Speck Saunders. The stall game is on. And New Jersey is going to have a tough time with the clock showing 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go, and the fans are booing. They don't like it. It's the New Jersey crowd out here. And you friends in the New Jersey area, remember the phone number to call? It's Humboldt 56494. Humboldt 56494. You can call right now for reservations for this here in Newark at the Roseville Armory on Roosevelt Avenue. Wonderful transportation. Here comes the play. Rich is out on the open. Rich moving in there now. Big Hudson Payne right behind him. Followed by Sid Harness. 2 against 1 now. And Rich stopped again. Stopped it up. 3 minutes and 5 seconds, Joe. They're in a good one.
Yes, they are. And you know, the surprising part of this thing is that Silver Rich and Sanders and those fellas have been skating for a long time. And, of course, Carl Payne tried to save himself and commit to this particular part of the game fresh so that he could outskate them, and he is. He can outskate them, but they're standing out in front, giving it everything that they've got, and they're managing to cut these jams off. Now, Payne is at the head of that pack, so watch the strategy right here. Carl is gloves away. They're breaking out in front again. It's Buddy Atkinson, and it's Carl Payne who's now out in front. Payne has drawn away from...
All right, Big Moose Payne is loose. Payne got loose on a nice block in there by Rogers. Not in front, but not long enough because he was hit by Sid Harness. And now working on Janowitz. The clock showing 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. New Jersey team is desperate. Harness blocking back on Janowitz, running on his skates. Now look at him go. Janowitz having trouble now with Harness blocking, and the coach of the Boston, New Jersey team moves on the loose to score. Philadelphia 12 for the New Jersey team. Time left, 1 minute and 56 seconds to go. Time away, 1 minute and 53, 1 minute and 52, 1 minute and 50 seconds. All that's left, and Big Moose Payne has got to get in there. He's got 1 minute and 15 seconds to go, actually, on the jam. That's all he's got on the jam, 1 minute and 10 seconds. There'll be a few seconds left over after this jam is over. A minute down, a minute to go. There'll be 30 seconds to go after this jam is over. Here comes the play now. Payne moves in on big elbows. Anderson back to the buck out. Coming in now. Harness grabbing back to help his coach in there. Payne slowed down by Anderson. Anderson getting away from Harness block, but Harness is going to come out and try to take him out. 45 seconds to go on this jam now. Harness trying to lead him in there. This Philadelphia team has been red hot. Anderson's taking hot. Taking high, a score. He passed one. Trying to get by Spec Saunders now. Saunders, a great offensive man, is passed. Pass two. Moves in on Somerset. He's battling. He's battling. He's trying to get by Rich. He's past three. So he hasn't. He called it too fast. Rich is doing a terrific job. He goes down Rich. He never did pass Rich. We saw it one way, but the officials were there, and we were sorry that we called that because he passed Rich on a beautiful defensive play, and he gained 1 point in it, 15 to 14. They give him 1 or 2 points, Joe.
They gave him 2, Ken. No, they've corrected it. You were right. Yes, sir, you were right, Ken. Because just as you say, we certainly never did get past Rich. Rich hung over and stayed right in there, and they have now corrected the scoreboard to read Philadelphia 15, New Jersey 13, but they did put up 2 points on there. They ran past the 12 to 13 to 14 to make it 15. But even at that, I'm sure that Philadelphia would have held on to win as they do. Score Philadelphia 15, New Jersey 13. Ken?
Well, Joe, it's certainly a bringing him out here, and the Philadelphia team is still red hot. That's 2 wins out of 2 here in the Roseville Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. And so the series has got coming up, and we're going to watch and see just how Philadelphia fares against this rough New Jersey team. It's been great being with the Blatz fans tonight, and now Joe Hassel.
At fun, New Jersey takes the 2nd game in a row. They lead in games 2-0. Brother correction leads New Jersey in games 2-0, and the score in tonight's game is Philadelphia 15, New Jersey 13. You can multiply this crowd by thousands, and you gain an idea of the enthusiastic demand for Blatz, Milwaukee's finest beer.
Roller Derby, America's finest sports spectacle, brought to you by Blatz, Milwaukee's finest beer. Where America's finest beers are brewed, Blatz is the leading beer. As folks from Milwaukee will tell you, I'm from Milwaukee. I want to know. Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer.
The preceding program, originally broadcast by ABC in New York, has come to you by special video recording. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.